Sometimes when I'm doing bias events, I ask myself, like, why am I doing this the whole time? I'm so stressed out. Before the show, I'm stressed out. After the show, I'm super stressed out. I'm so tired sometimes. But the reality is when you produce such large-scale events, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of responsibility, and sometimes it's not all just fun and games, right? Back in Seoul from Shanghai. It's been about maybe a really just took that week to rest. But yes, this week in Seoul, there's a big event on Friday. It's going to be a Bias X Scream event, which is the dance label from SM Entertainment, basically the oldest K-pop entertainment company here. So really excited for that. It's going to be a busy week preparing for that. Day of the show. Just got my haircut. My fave person. Get my haircut here. Deli. Shout out to Deli. Just walking back to the apartment. Gonna prepare my set for a little bit more. And we're gonna go get dinner before. Super excited for tonight. Haven't made much updates. My life in Seoul is pretty boring sometimes. I've just been in a cafe doing some work. But today is a big day. Low-key, one of the things I really want to do before I leave Seoul this time is get the Monster Americano from Holly's Coffee, but tonight might not be the day to do that. I might just grab another coffee from somewhere. Let's see.
Kind of first time. 맛있어. 뭐야, 두 마리?
Okay, I forgot my earplugs at home, so I have to run and grab it. Oh, I ate dinner with some friends, and now I'm going to meet them because they're drinking nearby. Show starts at 10, I have about an hour left. Let's go.
Photo.
It's not a photo, it's video. Happy birthday, dear Sisi and Gina. Happy birthday to you.
Now kiss. Please, that's right.
With the So it's 2 days after the Bias Scream event that I just played. I had to take a bit of time, a day to process it and actually recover. I was out that night from getting dinner at 8 till I probably got home around 6 in the morning. Didn't go to sleep till 9. So yesterday was just all recovery day. My friend's birthday, so just took a break. Just did that. A lot of emotions to process that event. First off, I just love SM musically as a company. All my favorite music, K-pop wise, comes from SM. So when this opportunity came up, it was just such a dream to even fathom at one point for our party that started 2 years ago to collaborate with SM as a company. So super grateful for that. I was actually just messaging my friend Jun, who works at Scream Records, and he was just saying it's crazy how we met for the first time in summer and we talked about this idea, and maybe just less than a year after it actually happened in Seoul. So just manifesting and meeting the right people, sharing the same ideals, I think that's been something that's worked for me. Just working with the right people, meeting the right people, and having opportunities come up like this. It's always been like that for me, so just so thankful to be able to meet people like that. Just super thanks to the whole Scream team, John, obviously, who I work with so closely, planning at least our portion of the event, and the rest of the team, Zaki, Gene, y'all put in so much work into the event. Really just showed up, and just everything in the preparations, how organized everything was. It was just incredible, beginning to end. Shout out to all of the Scream DJs that played, Tuesday, NG, Himle, JB. Your sets just encapsulate, I think, the Scream sound. Amazing music from y'all, and you can see how tight the team was, and just how musically tight you guys were also with all your sets. And shout out to the Bias crew, TC, Sibamse, two of my favorite DJs in Seoul, for participating in the event. Loved both your sets, and Goldia also for playing and participating also. Everybody, all the DJs were amazing. Can't say anything more about that. Shout out to the dancers, both Paris and Whiskey. Y'all brought the Bias flavor to this event. So thankful that y'all were able to dance for me and CC set. Y'all were incredible. Just kill it every time. So I was just so happy to be able to bring that part of Bias into the Scream event. Shout out to all the friends that came out and supported. It's a bit of a different party than what we usually go to day one, but y'all showed up, and I was just really thankful that y'all were there when I was playing. The set I played was exactly how what I wanted to represent for Bias, right? 10 minutes was more chill music, chill in my opinion music that dancers could dance to a little bit easier. But yeah, the rest of it was just, I was just going for it, right? A lot of my own edits, really fast transition. Scream does cater to more of the EDM crowd, so I tried to mix the underground theme I had with some more of my EDM sounding edits, so a little bit different than what I usually play, but still I feel really remain true to myself, I guess. I would say this, but I think one of the things I've adjusted in my DJing since I started kind of Bias is I opened my horizons for what type of music I play out, right? Unless I make a lot of my own edits, but that takes time and effort, so I can't do that all the time. So I have to find other K-pop edits, and when I was first starting, a lot of edits were a little more EDM based, which in the past I probably would never play, right? But as I've grown Bias, as I've DJ'd more, and at first I would say out of necessity, I started playing some of these songs, but I think doing that, it's really opened my horizons of what I feel like is okay and what I like to play. Because I stuck in my underground mentality, feeling like EDM is corny or EDM is like below me. I think that I was stuck in that framework. But actually after downloading these songs and listening to them and DJing with them and seeing how crowds react, what's wrong with that? Actually, I like a lot of these songs and they get the crowd hype, so why should I limit myself to just playing underground music, right? So just had a lot of fun mixing the underground, mixing EDM, mixing K-pop. It was just, I think, encapsulated everything that I am into when I'm playing right now, and really thankful that the crowd responded well. I have some amazing videos, which I've probably posted before, showing how hyped the crowd was. But yes, that was amazing. Again, thank you to the Scream crew, thank you to everybody. It was a really amazing event. But the event was not without stress. I won't get into the specifics, but producing these events can be super stressful, and I'd say there was less stress involved for me personally than let's say doing an actual Bias event, because Scream took on so much of producing an actual event and doing all the logistics, right? To help with some of the planning for the DJs who are playing, and our stage and organizing the dancers and getting all of those folks situated and into the venue and pre-party preparations for that. During the event, I didn't have to do too much heavy lifting. I planned the play, I have to make sure that I DJs and the dancers are ready, communicate with the team. But other things came up and it was just like, doing an event like that is never without stress. And at moments, and it was after I played, there were moments where I was just so stressed out because of some issues that were happening. So I can't say that I totally didn't come with, wasn't scot-free in terms of stress and things I had to do, but honestly, that's the reality of using these events. They're stressful. And sometimes when I'm doing bias events, I ask myself, like, why am I doing this the whole time? I'm so stressed out. Before the show, I'm stressed out. After the show, I'm super stressed out. And I'm so tired sometimes and not having fun, which is when I first started doing parties. You want to have fun at your own parties. You want to create an environment where you're having fun and everybody else is having fun too. But the reality is when you produce such large-scale events or get to the point where you're producing large-scale events, there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of responsibility, there's a lot of things you have to manage, and sometimes it's not all just fun and games, right? Especially if you have an agile team. Bias is only me and Sammy, and usually some folks maybe might help a little bit, but it's just mainly us doing everything, right? So truly, sometimes I have to be like, why do I do this? Why do I put myself through all this stress? And it's a question I really ask myself sometimes. But there are always moments in every event where, let's say for a bias event in New York, where I think it happens most when it's like the tandem dancing or the dance performances, is when I get a chance to just see all of the happy faces that are out there having fun, singing along, dancing along, and just people experiencing joy. That's when I know, okay, this is worth it, right? Similarly for this event, when I saw people having fun, you didn't really see that much like when I was playing because the lights were right in, but seeing certain moments of that, seeing how the crowd reacted when Whiskey in Paris danced for CC's set, friends telling me how hyped everybody was in the crowd, and then people coming up to me after I played and saying, "Man, your set was amazing." You know, are the moments that make me know that it's worth it to do this. It was, in all, really an amazing event, without some stress. As I'm trying to iterate into the reality of like shows and organizing events, it's not all just fun and games, at least not from my experience. But yeah, now it's Sunday. What I wanted to do before I leave to Seoul on Thursday is actually try the Holly's Monster Americano. I've been posting so much about it, and it's finally time I need to try it. So I think I'm gonna go do that with my friend Nicole right now. Time. Monster Americano. Well, doesn't really look like it, but this is the Monster Americano. Okay. Americano. First sip of the lemon wedge. Let's see. It tastes like Monster and espresso. Not terrible. It tastes like Monster and espresso. Kind of almost tastes like orange juice and espresso. It's not bad. It's not good either.
Chaos.
An experience. You try it.
Oh my god. Yeah. I don't hate it, I think.
It's like just okay.
Oh, it tastes like orange creamsicle, like Daiva truffle. Yeah.
Taste the orange.
Well, kind of refreshing. And kind of bad if you take it like a shot.
Except it's a full drink.
I need to get this back. I'm gonna keep drinking.
Okay, Americano update. I am still pretty wired, and it's 9 o'clock right now. I drank it around like I think, but honestly I couldn't really give it a super like rating because I can Americano at around 3. So yeah, really get a good read on actually how strong it is, but it's pretty strong. It's for the guys. Red eye, black eye, it's just 1 or 2 shots of espresso in an Americano or a cold brew. Yeah, not recommend the drink if you are sensitive to caffeine. I have pretty high caffeine tolerance, but definitely feeling like wired, and my eye was twitching a little bit when we were sitting at the park.